Hi, so Chen Shachar, CEO of PlaySite. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you.
So
How are you?
great, great. It's great to meet you and great to speak to you. So let's talk a little bit about PlaySite in 2021 for PlaySite because it's been a big year for you. You signed with Slinger and some new contracts. How do you feel? Looking back at these accomplishments, what's the feeling?
Very excited. Signing with Slinger is kind of the peak of many years of hard work. Playset has been in the front of a revolution that is taking place in sports in the last few years. Which, when we started Playsight, the main vision was to take technologies that didn't exist in the mass market. It was available just to elite players, and we wanted to take those technologies and capabilities and bring it to all sports at all levels. And now signing with Slinger is actually will give us the ability to actually fulfill that vision. So we are super excited about it.
Great. Now, if you had to mark one, maybe even two of the best highlights of last year, what would you mark?
Yeah, so obviously, the first one is signing with Slinger. We've been working hard together. It was a long process, so that's definitely a big highlight for us and our shareholders. But on a personal note, I'm a big basketball fan, and I'm proud to say that today we have more than 2/3 of the NBA teams as PlaySide customers. And the last team that we just signed a few days before the end of the year was the Chicago Bulls. That for me and my sons, that's our team that we follow, since the Michael Jordan days. So it was a personal highlight that now the Chicago Bulls are also a PlaySide customers.
So yeah, I think that's personally exciting for you, and well, I must say I'm happy for you. Good for PlaySite. So let's talk a little bit about some trends and technologies in the market. 5G and OTT being more and more present in sports industry these days. What do you expect to be the next big thing in for the broadcasting vertical and for the fan experience?
Yeah. So to answer that question, again, we need to understand the trends and processes and actually the revolution that the sports industry is going through, which I'm proud to say that PlaySide was one of the pioneers and leaders there. It's safe to say that in the next few years, most sports facilities are going to be connected, and they are going to have smart automated cameras technology as an integral part of those facilities. And that's a trend that we have been seeing from NBA teams to colleges to recreational sports. It's happening. And by connecting the sports facility, let's say the tennis court, to the internet and putting cameras, we are actually connecting the on-court physical activities and the digital world. So connectivity is key to provide those capabilities to all levels. And 5G is going to be a big growth engine an enabler to those technologies, because if till 5G we were relying on fiber optics or other more expensive ways to connect, and a lot of the customers around the world didn't have access to enough bandwidth, let's say, to enable the technology. Now 5G is going to enable it. And the big next thing that we will see is that video technology is going to be an integral and important part of every aspect of sports, from coaching to training to live streaming to fan engagement and even to officiating like VAR and other capabilities like that, all because of the connectivity enables that. So this is one thing that we will see. And the other thing that we will see is better quality, meaning better analytics, better quality of streaming, automated streaming, which will be more like linear TV, like television broadcast. That's the things that we will see in the next few years.
So it sounds very exciting and very interesting, especially if, for sports consumers and even sport tech producers like PlaySide. So how does PlaySide adapt, to changes like these? It sounds vast. It sounds a lot. It sounds fast. How does PlaySide dive into that?
Right. So PlaySide is again riding in the front of that wave and adapting to that technology. And actually, it's almost like we have been waiting for that technology trends, because the better, for example, the better the cameras are, and the better the connectivity is, the better service we can provide our customers. And now with the 5G and connectivity available all around the globe, it means that we have started already, we are transferring all our AI and analytics from an on-prem servers to the cloud, which means that installation is easier. The level of analytics that we can offer is much higher because there is no limitation to growth, and more portable, based on even smartphones products can come over there. We have launched two main products now that are actually riding on that 5G and connectivity cloud. One is what we call the PSSN. It's the PlaySide Sports Network. It's our OTT, which is a multi-angle streaming experience, which is fully interactive. So imagine that you are watching the game and you can be your own director. So you can choose which angle you want to see. You can choose if Messi scored the goal, you can run the replay from any angle that you want. You can watch your kid in college in slow motion jumping, to the swimming pool. So that's something that we launch, and today I'm proud to say that we have probably the most advanced OTT platform in the market. This is one thing. The other thing that is adapting to those trends, and we spoke about quality, is the next generation of automated production, which means that using AI, cloud-based algorithms, which means that you need the 5G and the connectivity, we can take any low frame rate video, so cameras, let's say, that run on 25 or 30 frames per second, and we can boost that to 60 frames per second, which means that all our customers can get now very close to linear TV quality. And the enabler to those technologies was actually the 5G and connectivity and everything that is going on in the market today.
So here we see everything connecting together.
Exactly.
So we talked about 2021. Let's talk about 2022, which started not late ago. What's coming up? What's coming up on PlaySide's pipeline?
Yeah, so one thing is that we will see the formation of a new sports tech company, which is Slinger and PlaySide and GameFace and Tennis Foundation. That was the idea behind the big move that we did. So we will see that entity as one of the big leaders in the market. We are going to focus a lot in racket sports and diamond sports. That's going to be a big vertical for us, in addition to all the other sports that we are doing, with emphasis on VAR Lite, which again, with the vision of PlaySide, of democratization of technology, we are now bringing VAR, which is only available to the elite leagues. We are actually bringing that to all level of leagues, third leagues in many countries, third and second leagues. So we are going to see that. We are going to see the next generation of our tennis product coming this year. And the most important thing is we are going to see the next generation of our portable solution, the Go, which is going to have AI in the cloud and is actually going to do everything that we are doing with fixed installation, with a portable installation. So a lot of exciting plans and products coming in 2022.
Sounds fantastic. Sounds fantastic. Anything else you want to share with, with the sports tech industry fans or colleagues?
I think we are in a very excited market, and I think we are only beginning to see, the fruits of all the seeds that we planted all those years back. And I think we are going to do a lot of good things to athletes and teams around the world.
Chen Shachar, CEO of PlaySite, I'd like to thank you very, very much. It's been super interesting, and it sounds really exciting and really, really interesting this upcoming year for PlaySite. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much.